Okay, this video is about rapid fire 357 Magnum. This is a 5-shot revolver here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you rapid fire a full power 357 Magnum and still stay on target. There is a way you can do it. There's a way you can cheat so that you can manage the recoil and stay on target. So I'm going to show that to you here in a sec. Okay, so what we have here is we have a torso target, and you can see the head right here and the heart, which is probably going to be more right here. This circle here was drawn for some other purpose right here. So here's what people do when they have full power 357 Magnum. What they'll do is they'll aim for center of mass right in this area where the heart would be, somewhere in here. And then they'd, have a couple shots at a head or whatever. But what happens is when they rapid fire a full power 357 Magnum at center of mass, what happens with some people is they throw their shots too high, either over the shoulder or many times right over the head, because you're pulling the trigger as fast as you can. So what you can do is you can walk the shots up. So if you have a 5-shot revolver, what you want to do is aim down here and then rapid fire them 5 shots. And what them 5 shots will do is it'll walk up the target right here, and then the spine would be like in this area right here. So you could walk all 5 shots up to center of mass, and you will not go over the shoulder and you will not go over the head. So what it does is it essentially allows you to control the recoil by starting low, because every shot you fire, you're going to have to recover from that recoil. And there might not be enough time to recover from that recoil. So what you can do is essentially let the recoil take you up. So your first shot is right here in maybe the pelvic region or something like that, but you're still aiming in the center because you have the spine. The spine is another vital area that people forget about, other than just the heart and the head. Okay. So if you can walk that shot up and you can keep it centered, you can snap the spine in 3, 4, or 5 different places if you're centered right here. So that's one of the forgotten stopping points on a human body, is that spine that goes right down here. And of course you got the heart and then the head, between the eyes and the ears here, and the nose right in this region. They call the T-vault. That's sometimes you'll get instant incapacitation hitting right here. But the thing we have to understand is that the spinal cord too, if you break the spinal cord in certain areas, the brain can't get the signal, so there's paralysis and stuff like that. Now the heart, you can drop the blood pressure and stuff like that, but as a lot of you guys know, sometimes dropping the blood pressure doesn't necessarily mean instant incapacitation. It'll come, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be instant. But we always need to train for accuracy so that we hit that region, because if we don't hit the spine and we don't hit the heart and we're all over here, well, we're not hitting anything that can bleed out, is what I'm saying. So essentially, the spinal cord, you can think of that as wiring going to the brain, like wiring going to the circuit breaker or the fuse box. You could take out the fuse box, but, even before then, you could take out a couple wires right here, and you can stop, activity either down here from happening or up here. So you can have certain types of paralysis depending on where that bullet hits on the spine. And then obviously down here you have the pelvis, the pelvic girdle could possibly be broken in this area where a person can't walk and stuff like that. So this is another way to look at rapid fire of a 5-shot revolver that has a lot of buck to it, a lot of recoil. You want to just pull the trigger as fast as you can, but you don't want to worry about your recovery shots. You just you got one threat. You don't have 2 threats or 3 threats. So the context I'm talking about is one threat. So you start down here and you walk them shots right up. You know what I mean? So that's another way to manage that recoil, is let the recoil bring you up. Start at the bottom and let that recoil walk you up. So, you know, what most people do, they're going to shoot high chest here, and their shots are going to go right here, right here, right here, and here. And there's a lot of YouTube channels. Guys have demonstrated that too when they took the lightest 357 Magnum revolvers that were, gosh, what, 14 ounces, that Smith & Wesson with that titanium, or what's that metal called? I forget what the scandium. And they were shooting these 357 mag revolvers, and I love the video because it's exactly what I've been telling people for decades, is you want to walk them shots up. And that's exactly what they had to do, because on the YouTube channel, all the guys were shooting high chest, and they were doing exactly what I thought. They were hitting up here, here, and here. So this isn't shooting slow. I'm talking about pulling the trigger really fast as you can. Essentially, it's a mag dump, or a cylinder dump, I guess, of a revolver, if you want to call it that, where you just shoot all 5 just right now. You know what I mean? So you want to walk it up from here all the way up there, or start somewhere, you know, midsection, so that you can walk them shots up into center mass. But anyway, thanks for watching, you guys.